So we are about to do like a real quick face. It's like a face in a rush type of thing because I'm in a rush. So I already based my eyelids. I did a pencil so that I won't have black eyebrows. I used a pencil from the hair store called True Red, and this is by Absolute New York to do my eyebrows since my hair is red. So just a quick face, foundation, eyeliner, lashes, you know, a little bit of highlight, then we out of here. But I did want to talk about, you know, a subject came up lately that me and my friend were having on the phone. Me and her been friends since literally forever. And it's like we used to apologize to each other a lot about just how we were with our communication, but then it was like we just like talked it out. And I think that a lot of people need to hear this because I think that sometimes when you get older, when you're young, your friendships are a lot different from when you get older, when you have a family, when you have kids, when you're maturing, you know, your career path change. Friendships do not necessarily fade, but they change. So that's what we're gonna talk about while we do my makeup. I didn't base my eyes yet. Well, I based my eyes with the concealer, with the e.l.f. concealer, you know, and then the 16-hour Camo. And then I'm going to take the Airspun and I'm just going to tap that on my eyelids so it doesn't like crease up, because my eyes are hooded, so I don't want the concealer to like crease up, which is already starting to do. I kind of put too much crease up. And then I'm gonna go in with the pore filler by NYX. So we were just talking, and it was like, you know, she moved away. She was away with her family and for a while and stuff. And like we have always been just like close. Me and my friends have always, like when we were younger, I swear we used to sit on the phone and just talk about nothing for hours, like all day. That's what we did. We just was on the phone. We would turn on the same shows and just watch them together and stuff. And just be on the phone or be at each other's house doing absolutely nothing but just be in each other's presence all the time. And it's like when we got older, like the dynamic changed, and now it's changing more because we're getting, you know, getting older than we were before. And so then we're having kids, we had kids, we have relationships, we have, you know, different stuff going on. And it's like, sometimes it's like, oh, I'm sorry I don't be giving time to our friendship and stuff like that. But I just wanted to just go on the record and say, for anybody who's going through that, I'm going to use Camo lotion, sorry. Had to put that in. For my face, you know, so I won't be sweating my makeup out. But I just wanted to go on the record and say, just like, it's okay to not have that same type of course, that type of friend, that it's not even that same type of friendship, because a friendship is still the same. You know, you still would ride for that person, you still would be there for that person, you just a phone call away. But it's like, at the same time, like, you have to understand, like, that it's not going to be the same type. And even though it's like, dang, I wish we could get together and just have a girls' night and stuff like that, but literally stuff comes up and unexpectedly, like, and it's not that you're being a flake, or that it's not that you are trying to avoid being around someone. It's just realistically, with kids, unpredictable. With life, unpredictable. With jobs, unpredictable. Like, you don't know if you're even going to be able to do that. So you can make plans with someone, and then something comes up, your child gets sick, you know, your babysitter flake you, you know, whatever. Your job say you want to sign, can you do overtime? Anything like that, like, comes up you know, entrepreneurs, business-wise, something comes up in the mix, you can't do it. And you can't, and it's like, not that you're trying to be less of a friend, but it's like, you have to kind of work around life. And I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Foundation. But you have to work around life. And so sometimes you can't just do the things. It's like you can't just get up and move a groove, and you can't just be on the phone all day, and you have responsibilities to tend to. You have dinner to cook, you got clothes to wash, you got, you know, you got money to make, you got phone calls to make, doctor's appointments to set up. Like, it's so much adulting going on. It's like sometimes you cannot, when we catch up, and it's like everything that it was before. But just know that I'm always there, because in any event, even though adulting is adulting, you know, sending a quick text and stuff is like, that's always a good thing. And that's what I like to do. Like, send a quick text to somebody, you know, check in, how you doing, how the kid, you know, not even, and just make sure that person is cool, even though we can't just chop it up. Or if you do find free time and both of your schedules are compatible, then of course go ahead and chop it up with your friend, and then make sure things are okay. But at the same time, you know, don't feel like that you are not a good friend because you can't just carve out like a lot of time to be there, because not necessarily, and it depends on your friend circle. But I know my friend circle, all my close friends and stuff, even since we were younger, like kids, we have friends that have businesses, friends that are still in school, friends that have kids, married, all of that. Like, you know, but I know they still my friend. Like, them are still, those are my people. But it's like not an expectation, you know, for them to do anything for me. And I don't feel like they expect for me to, you know, do anything other than be the best parent I can be, the best, you know, best person that I could be, and follow my dreams, you know, because everybody is pretty aware of, you know, like my path that I want to take, and so I don't ever, I'm sorry, I'm going in with the essence. I'm supposed to be telling y'all what's going on. The essence line is the bomb, y'all, and it's cheap. It's called Extreme, the Crazy Value Mascara. It's like $3, real cheap. It's at Ulta. I love Ulta. I like Sephora too, but I love Ulta because it's like high-end / cheap. Not cheap, like cheap as in like don't work cheap, but like cheap as in inexpensive. Let's say that. And I'm going to stop saying cheap. But I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do my concealer, 16 hour. But, you know, even if you are going through the same thing with, I got makeup on my shirt, like, I can't do nothing right. If you are going through the same thing with your friends and stuff like that, you know, just understand, like, have that conversation. Like, I know sometimes it takes that. And it's like, if that person is feeling like you are lacking in your friendship or something, or feel a certain type of way, and you are necessarily just trying to do the best you can, and you feel stretched thin because you're going through so much, just have that conversation and be like, hey, listen, so this is what I'm going through. Like, I'm sorry I can't do this and stuff, because I felt that way when I first had my son. I was like, okay, I don't even know, like, you know, what's going on. I should have done my eyeliner first, but we'll get to that. I don't know what's going on, you know, I'm a first time mom, and it was just kind of overwhelming, even though I did have help and stuff like that. But it it was like kind of overwhelming, just with emotions, your body changes, your hormone changes. Like it was overwhelming. And then it was like I was so used to, I'm still a free spirited person, but I was just so used to being just me, like being able to get up and do whatever I wanted to. So it just took a lot for me to adjust that postpartum. It was just like, so I couldn't be a friend to anyone, you know, because I couldn't even be a friend to myself. And I didn't even, you know, I didn't really understand it until then, like what my friends really went through. I look like a ghost. I'm about to get this together though. I really didn't know what my friends were going through as parents and stuff until then. I'm like, whoa, girl, sis, I'm sorry, you know, because I was just tripping. Essence, you know, the eyeliner. But I was tripping, thinking that it was just gonna be a walk in the park, and it's not. So we have, you know, you have to understand and put yourself in that person's shoes. Even if you're not married, even if you don't have the same thing going on as your friend, but we all are going through the same type of stuff. So you can't get mad at your friend because you don't feel like your friend is being there, because you being a friend as an adult is mental support. It's not physical all the time, because we have our own lives to deal with, our own problems. So physically, you can't be there all the time, but mentally you should always be there. And that is like what basically an adult friendship is. That's just is in one nutshell. Damn, right there. Just be there mentally for that person. This is the Essence Precise Liner. I did that real quick. So, and then let me put this on here. Airspun. Did I do this? I don't know. But we're gonna do it again if I didn't, just in case, because I gotta run some errands. And then it's like also when you get older, you're gonna start, once you start really figuring out, and this is the foundation stick in Cameroon. Once you start actually, you know, once you start actually figuring out what your actual, you know, goals are, like what you want to do, what type of field you want to be in, what type of business you want to run, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to work, you know what I'm saying, or you want to be an employee, which is nothing wrong with either one of those things, because I'm literally both. But you know, once you start figuring that out, you're also going to start coming around different friend circles. And sometimes I feel like your old friends can be your friends and it can always be love. But if a person starts to act like they are offended because you start hanging out with people that are more into what you're into, and that person is not necessarily, because if you have had a friend for, you know, your whole childhood and stuff like that, y'all are gonna grow up, and yeah, it might be, you know, Barbies and Barbies and monkey bars when y'all are young, but like when you get older, you might get still like Barbies and that, but like monkey, but like they want to be outside, like you know, and that's cool. Y'all could still be friends. That still could be your homegirl. That still could be your ride or die. But it's like, just understand, you're gonna have two category of friends. You're gonna always have your friends that are more like your family, and then you're gonna have, and you can still catch up with them, but it's like sometimes you cannot blend your crowd. So sometimes you do have to learn how to keep your friends separate once you get older. Like, this is my friend for, you know, this is my friend, this is more like, these are my people. And then these are my friends. We can go on trips together. We can do, you know, we can go into business together. We're like-minded in that type of sense, and I'm able to do that with them, and I can't do that with this person, is because this person isn't like that. They're not interested in that. They don't want to do the things that I want to do. This is the NYX bronzer in deep tan. And let me do that. You see how fast I'm doing this, y'all? Kind of, sort of. But, you know, you still be done like in like 15-20 minutes. Period. Okay. And then we're gonna take some blush. I'm gonna use this pink because I just want to look like a Barbie. This thing is raggedy. I don't know where I got it from, but I like it. The blush is still pigmented. I don't know. My son broke it when he was younger, and I try to save what I could from it. Took it in that. And then highlight, we're gonna use this. This is the NK Perfection highlight in Misty Rose, and I got this from the hair store. Of course, I like getting stuff from the hair store. I go crazy in the hair store. Like, I can't even cap. And I spray with my setting powder. I mean, not setting powder. Whoa, no. But my fixing, my setting spray. Fixing though. I'm just saying whatever. Trying to rush. You know, the vibe. Okay. That, and I'm gonna clean it up with my makeup wipe. My lips. I'm going to go in again with my Ruby Kisses, and I'm gonna line my lips with this. And then I got some lip gloss. I love quick lip gloss from the hair store. It's a winner to me. $1. It's a winner to me. This is the NK lip gloss. I missed my lip. Put that on. And dab it in, get real glossy. Okay, I'll be back with my eyelashes, y'all, so we can go ahead and wrap this up. Okay, y'all, I got my lashes on. I got these lashes from the hair store. They're called Luxury Mink in 11. I forgot the brand. I'll post it down below. But thank you for watching. Please continue to watch, subscribe, like, share, do all of that. I'll be back. I'm going to try to drop videos every Friday morning. So keep watching. Thank y'all. I appreciate it so much. In a minute, y'all.